What is going on YouTube? Today we are driving, doing the pool route. This is my service-based business that is pretty small time, but honestly still really, really impactful, at least to me. Like, I do this 2 days a week because I got my route set up for Wednesday and Thursday, right? So I do Wednesday from like 9 to 1, and then Thursday, like my route is about 12:45 to like 5. I don't know the hourly or what everything equals out to after expenses, whatnot, but I like it. It keeps me busy, and regardless, it's putting more money in my pocket than if I wasn't doing it. That's 100% fact. So I don't track, this and that, but my monthly expenses for it are like gas, chlorine tablets, some acid, but acid's pretty cheap. So like, and I get the hookup for chlorine. So like maybe my expenses are like $120 a month. And this is today's video, man. We're going to talk about, you got to be doing something more on the side, especially if you're in your younger 20s. At this point right now, I don't care if it's a second job. I don't care if it's a little side business like I got right now. And I also don't care if it's just shooting like, full on 5 to 9. I'm making no money, but I'm like shooting for the stars type of thing. But what you can't be is you can't be the drone. If you're just waking up, going to your 9 to 5 and investing money consistently, like, bro, nothing's going to happen. I mean, investing money consistently is a great habit, but let me just, that goes for both, right? You want to be investing money consistently regardless, but if you're just going to the 9 to 5, you're cooked. And even if you have a good 9 to 5, I have a good 9 to 5. I make right at 6 figures per year, working, 35, 40 hours a week. And dude, I'm telling you, it's just not going to cut it. At least when I'd run the numbers, I'd be like, man, like if this job is so good, why is there still 60 or 70-year-olds still working here? Granted, they weren't as disciplined and as smart with their money, but still, like, you can't just be doing one thing and expect to get like entirely different results. Like, I see a lot of people that do that. They'll be doing the same thing as everybody else, but they think that they're the exception for some reason. It's like, you don't do anything different or exceptional. You feel like you're kind of special like that. And I'm only saying that's the raw, honest truth, but that's how I was. That's literally how I was. I was 20 years old and I was like, man, like, I'm above this. Like, this is, I knew I was meant for more, but I didn't even want to think, oh, okay, I got to start out at the 9 to 5. But like probably 99% of people do. We all got jobs. We're not all 20-year-old e-com, 200K a month type of guys. I mean, like, those guys, there's a reason they have a following on social media, because it's so rare. So you got to be doing something on the side. I don't care what it is, but you got to be getting after it, man. You have to have a goal. You have to have something that has some growth in it, because and your 9 to 5 can have growth in it, but you also don't want to have to depend on them. I mean, it was like, what, 5 years ago that, this is just my opinion. Don't take my video down, YouTube. But they were forcing us to get injections that none of us really wanted or needed. And it's like, a lot of people lost their job. Are you really going to bank your entire future on the gratitude of your employer? Just being like, you know what, you're good, Mr. Employee. Well, make sure you always got a job. Like, no, bro. And depending on what industry you're coming, this is a little bit more prevalent. I like to think mine will last quite a long time. But, bro, with the AI coming, like, those entry-level jobs, they're going to be cooked. They're going to be cooked. If you're like a restroom cleaner, and no shade to it, because when I had lost one of my jobs, I went and worked at a gym, and I was a restroom equipment cleaner for $13 an hour. So I get it. I'm not trying to dog on you, but what I am saying is that jobs like that, bro, they're cooked. They are cooked. It's going to be a normal thing in the next 5-10 years to be seeing robots. So you got to start now, because especially like building something on the side, bro, is tough. It is a ridiculous amount of effort just to get. I mean, it took me a full year just to get to $2,000 a month, and I still got to go out and work this every week. You know what I mean? But this is like all extra cheese that I'm throwing on top into investments. So it's all good stuff. But yeah, even right now, I mean, if you can work 2 jobs right now, and one of them is entry level, you know, that low barrier to entry, then do that, man. Just, you got to be getting after it. You got to stack these assets while it's like, while the money's still worth something, you know, because inflation's just going to get crazier. You got to be doing it now, and how things compound in your 20s. I'll do another video, or I'll put something up on the screen of what it looks like if you start investing at 20 years old versus 30 years old. Let's just do $1,000 a month. Let's just see what that looks like. What does investing $1,000 a month look like at 20 versus what does it look like at 30? All right, I'm gonna pop them both up on the screen. But it's really, really a big difference, and that's just for $1,000 a month. You know, it's like, if you got your main job that covers all your expenses, you keeping those low, then you can have your my fault. That's my pool mover stick, whatever you call it. It's like all that extra money, bro, just put it into investment. Don't be getting any lifestyle inflation, or you make an extra $1,000 you make an extra $1,500 a month. You're like, oh, okay, I can go spend $700 of that to look rich. No, you're not at that point. You also gotta realize where you are. Like, you gotta really keep your head down for quite a while until you can start buying some cool stuff. You know, maybe you want to do it the exception of like one time a year, buy yourself something nice. But let's be honest, we're really not there. It's really about staying down and knowing what position are you in. So I don't care what it is, guys, but you have to be getting after it in some regard. And like I said, it can be any one of those 3. I don't know which one's right for you, but man, you got to be doing something. You got to be doing something right. And with where I'm at right now, it's like I'm trying to add another full day of doing pools so I can be consistently getting up to like $2,500 a month. And after that, bro, I'm going to see, I might have to start getting some help, because, you know, 40 hours a week and taking care of that many pools, like, I'm working a lot, you know, I'd say. And I'm not even working that much, to be honest, but I get it. It feels like it. It feels like a constant grind, but you got to love the grind. You have to love it, because how else are you gonna do it? How else are you gonna do it if you like really, if you don't feel like you're moving the needle, man? It just feels so defeating. But when you're putting in that extra work, you're stacking the extra bread, then it's like, oh, okay, you know, you really feel like you're moving the needle, and that creates some forward momentum, and you're able to just triple down and start going harder, right? So if you're not getting after it, guys, this is the sign. Like, it doesn't matter, you know, where you're at. Like, I'm 23. I have pretty low cost of living, and I got this that you could consider a business or a second job. I mean, it's not like it's like, you know, I don't have any sort of like leverage. It's not like crazy lucrative. I'm still out here. I'm still the only one running this and working. But yeah, bro, I'll tell you what, it was all worth it. It took a year to get to this point of just having $2,000 a month coming in, and I still got to get out there and do it. Some days it's easier than others. Like today, you know, today I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not going to lie. But there's some days, man, where I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it. Even though I've built it from scratch, it was all me. Sometimes it still gets old. I'm not going to lie. So that's where we're at, guys. But I'm telling you, It's worth it. And when you just see what an extra, I'll show you what an extra $1,000 a month invested can do. And this will just be off like 10% returns. If you're in other things that outperform, maybe select ETFs, maybe you're into Bitcoin. And I'm going to do a couple videos on Bitcoin because I am an absolute believer in Bitcoin. I basically just view it as another S&P 500 that's got a little bit more juice, a little bit more volatile. And the volatility is what gives it life because it works in both ways. And once you understand Bitcoin, there is truly no second best. And I'm saying this as we're down, I think it's down to like 60K or something. Bitcoin's in the trenches right now. And if you loved it at 120, you should love it at 60 because the fundamentals have not changed, guys. You can buy so many more sats for a fraction, half the price. You can basically double up. And this is like the equivalent of when it was 16K. So if you're not trying to maximize this, I don't know, man. This is where I'm at. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe. You got to be doing something. You have way too much free time. This is not the time to be going out, like doing things that just slowly mess up your life with partying, drinking, scrolling. Scrolling's a big one, bro. If you're spending more than 2 hours a day scrolling Reels and TikTok, and then you wonder why you're not ahead, it's pretty obvious. 2 hours a day. And I guarantee a lot of you guys have more screen time than that. I guarantee it, because it's just become so normal. Like, as soon as anything's uncomfortable, as soon as anything is boring, you have like the most engaging, stimulating entertainment source at your fingertips. And especially right now, bro, there's so much stuff you could be doing. You could be researching stuff. That the information's out there. Everything's on YouTube. I learned everything to get my crap started from YouTube. So you just have to spend your time wisely and get a new source of entertainment. Because when you start to see it coming in and it just kind of happens, like you have to change the whole, like just how you're moving. If you're moving different, you just start to attract it. And it sounds like some crazy hippy dippy shit, but I'm telling you, it's what everybody says. Everybody says this online. And I'm going to try to get better at like the application to it, because I'd hear that. I'm like, all right, whatever, bro, because nothing really, like, what does that even mean? How does that change anything? But it really comes down to just keeping your head down and like staying focused on like, you know, what you're doing in your own lane. Don't be trying to jump ship every single chance you get, because if you keep jumping ship, then it's never going to get moving. It's like you spend all that time working on the ship and it's never going to get moving because you're already on to the next one. All right, so if you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'm going to get to this pool route, guys. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.